So we can see the class choices here. INER is going to start on the mage, and Feelink for Spain is going to go in on the rogue. Again, I think we've had like a 50-50 split between Quest Rogue and Miracle.
I don't think it was a 50-50, although I think the actual win rate...
Miracle players and two...
I think we had...
Quest Rogue? Have we had more than that?
We had more than that, I think. But the win rate of the Quest Rogue is actually not that high, from what I remember. The first 2 matches were lost by the Quest Rogue, at least today. It sometimes just doesn't align, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes someone will be just more aggressive. Then we have seen the match between Sho and that was Lovilchuk, if I remember correctly, when it just came down to the fact that a Swashbuckler did give him a taunt to not die against the Druids. That was really close as well.
Yeah, we see the players getting ready there. They're both seemingly talking to each other. They're actually talking to their teammates on comms. So, as we said, this is a 4v4 tournament, and all 4 players are effectively discussing the game and playing at the same time, although the player you see on the screen is the pilot, so that's the person physically playing the game and finally making the choices, to be honest. You know, if we were playing together and you said, no, I want you to make this play, and I just said no, you can't really stop me because I'm playing the game. I could just be like, no, I want to do this
not in one
play.
room, and they can just punch that or something, right? So
that's against the rules. Don't do that, guys.
Is it? I don't remember.
It's probably against the behavior rules that you cannot beat someone up on stream.
Well, you can.
And
be
it's just me.
Purse with it.
Just because you beat me up on the video, man. You're very aggressive, is Lothar. But yeah, we saw the decks there. We saw INER and Feelink getting ready, and Feelink as well. Like, cool background. There's a lot of Hearthstone posters and images as well. So I appreciate that.
Look, I'm Murloc. I mean, there. We actually have seen him today being played. The Tide Caller.
In Warlock. On purpose.
Yeah. Anyway.
Truly an amazing day. But yeah, these players are just going to get ready, and just to remind you as well, it's going to be Pavel, INER, SilverName, and ShtanUdachi going out for Team Russia. One of these strongest teams going on here, and this is an open the way gate with Cabal Courier this time. A card that will generate you a card that is not from your deck. So
but it might be not a spell. Might be a minion, right?
That's fine. Oh. Ah, you just pick a spell every time, right? But yeah, you want to prod the quest, so it's fine. Yeah, that's a good point. You can't get a minion, but I imagine we are going to see a spell. And again, just a slightly different slant on Waygate. We haven't seen Cabal Courier, I believe, today. It might have been in the decks, obviously, but maybe not. We're going to see Feelink play what looks like more and more the standard list of the Quest Rogue. Looks like Osaka's the variant he was running, or at least close. Glacial Shard, for example, being a common pick.
Wait, is it Feelink, or Feelink?
Feelink is what I say.
Yeah, but it might be also Feelink.
Is it?
I don't know.
Lothar or Lothar?
That didn't make any sense.
You don't make any sense. But we are going to move on to the game starting now. Comments below going to be pretty easy to go off when there's nothing else to do on turn 1. Feelink here, and INER again with the quest. We're going to just see a pretty standard turn 1, I think, from these guys.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's no babbling book for INER, so he will not play the babbling book before the quest. Especially against Rogue, it kind of makes less sense, because your opponent on turn 2 just can play dagger and kill it, and that's about it. For Feelink, though, his turn 2, it seems weak as well. He doesn't have a Shadow Step to bounce the Noise Engineer back immediately, and he doesn't want to risk it and just play it on the turn 2 without anything, right?
Yeah, that's the problem, right? It's like when you're trying to actually bounce, you know, a card like that, you can't just play with your one real minion, because you're never going to bounce the Murlocs. So you can't really just play like the one minion you've got and hope, right? That's how you lose with this deck more than anything.
Especially when you, well, face a mage that can just ping it, right?
Coming below, nothing too crazy. And we can see the level of discussion.
Do I play the quest?
So guys, we need to work hard on this. Do I turn 1 the quest or not?
Do I show him that I'm playing the combo? I mean the Quest Rogue.
It's a consideration.
Have mercy, guys. We are casting the 5th match today.
And it's got the choice now between Waygate and not Waygating. And I believe you also want to get the quest done, or at least get it active for the mage. And that was the first legendary I opened in expansion, and it was gold.
Oh,
so, yeah,
wow.
sick.
Quite jealous, man. Yeah. Another Vanish. So far we had seen 3 versions of Quest Rogue with vanishes, or at least 1 vanish. Osaka was playing it too. Not sure about MK... What was it?
MK.
Empire?
I didn't... did he? He vanished, right? He vanished.
Yeah, I think that was him, and then it was Osaka, and now we have Feelink.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card.
For INER though, we are seeing 1 Archon Giant, so most likely it's not the version with the Sorcerer's Apprentices.
Yeah.
Although, who knows? We have seen Molten Giants.
I mean, who knows
and
at all? We've also seen, as we said before, Murloc Warlock today. So who knows is pretty... Like, the theme of the day, I think, Lothar. Who knows indeed. And I believe Feelink will just have to go for the dagger up here. He doesn't even have anything else that looks like bounceable, right? It's not as if he has a boar, a deckhand in hand, nothing. So keep throwing this novice away this early could be a huge problem for him. So Spain are going to rope us every single turn here.
Hopefully not, I beg you. I think INER is like, yep, that's happening.
You just rope dagger. You should be used to this, being on team with life coach.
Well, you know, I got used to it. But when I'm casting a 5th match the entire day.
I mean, I'm okay because there's we've had a lot of crazy stuff going on today, so I'm pretty good. The coin into Acolyte of Pain might just do enough. There's only dagger equipped, there's no minions. The minions don't really trade into Acolyte well anyway. If the Acolyte eats and eviscerate this early than 1, Feelink still isn't bouncing minions. And also, like, well, yeah, there's 1 eviscerate going, I'm still drawing the card.
But we have 2 Kabbalist Home, and if you can just play Acolyte and 3, then coin out Kabbalist Home.
I would just
actually, you can overdraw, so no, that's not a good idea.
I would just want to do something this turn. While the rogue is doing nothing, and clearly struggling with draw, or like a card to actually bounce, I just want to start getting ahead and make the rogue try and react.
Well, it's definitely a possibility that if you just keep the coin and play the Acolyte of Pain on the next turn, your opponent can just ping the Acolyte of Pain and make you overdraw.
Yeah.
And that's definitely problematic. For Feelink though, it's kind of a no-brainer. You need to play Mimic Pod, because Colored Oracle is a great card when your opponent is actually drawing cards the same turn. So you can burn maybe that 1 crucial card. Double backstabs. Not the best when you're playing the non-miracle rogue version.
Not too bad though with Van Cleef. We can set up a potential double backstab if another minion comes down from Feelink's view. But we can actually just like backstab and maybe play another card on Van Cleef if he draws something like a boar, but we will see.
Double Ice Barrier? Well, that's surprising.
Ooh, there we go. Backstab Swashbuckler Van Cleef, 6/6, seems good.
Seems good. You get also patches from the deck. 3/6, 7/8/9. No, you don't want to give him 3 draws. So it's just better to backstab that. Mirror Entity. Does it change anything? Not really.
Nothing too much.
I mean, it's actually
You've got to
horrible.
be careful because of Doomsday.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually horrible because of Doomsday. So you can only play this card after actually both Doomsayers were played.
So do you see the Van Cleef turn come out? Gonna try and apply some pressure. And so far, Feelink is just nowhere near anywhere completing the quest at all. Whereas it's gonna be getting a little bit further ahead with a card like Promodo Glyph in hand as well.
Well, at least what can happen is that he can win just by advanning his opponent a few times. Swing in for 6.
It's reasonable to me.
It's actually 30 if you swing enough times.
So he's a 1-attack minion if you swing 30
okay,
times.
30 times and 5 times. It's quite a difference.
Okay. Convenient.
Alright. INER. It seems like a glyph might be a good start, but at the same time you want to develop the secrets as soon as possible because you have an overload of them. So Ice Barrier doesn't look bad right now. It actually soaks the entire turn of damage.
Yeah, just buys a turn, and you know, every turn you buy is a turn closer to Flame Strike, I guess, at this point. The problem is Flame Strike does 4, and once the quest comes out, they're going to be 5. So that can be a little bit of a problem unless there's a Blood Mage Thanos or an additional AoE or, you know, pre-done damage already done.
Man, imagine if there would be a Shadow Step right now. That Cold Light Oracle would have been deadly. We could have actually seen like call that Oracle, concede. Because you just burned your win condition.
It's true, we're going to see the first one come out.
Vanish? Shadow Step? No. But still there's a possibility because you can play Vanish next turn.
Inner's going to burn.
Yeah, he will burn one card, but if the Call that Oracle is still in play next turn, you can just play Vanish next turn and get it back to your hand, play it again, and overdraw your opponent once more.
Yeah, and also look how clunky this is as well. Like double Flame Strike, and then there's double Tome. There's just going to be no time or room to play any of these minions, and Vanish is just going to keep making it worse as well. Something that Spain are going to have to be very conscious of is they are roping almost every turn, and communication's great, but not to the extent where suddenly Feelink's rushing, right? Because that could be a very serious problem. Is as more complicated turns sort of turn up, so to speak, then these let's talk until the rope starts burning. A decision needs to be made, and as long as they have a key shot caller, then fine. But it's definitely something they need to be aware of, because the second this gets a little bit difficult, so we're going to see missed attacks like we've already seen today.
Well, it was very close actually, right? No, wait. Who was that? First match, right? It was in South Korea. 7 damage missed.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter because the matchup was already won, but it did happen.
Yeah, you shouldn't just randomly miss damage.
MKR was really close to miss killing out a Doomsayer, like split second before it actually happened. And he would have lost the game because of that.
Yep.
Alright.
And it has to try and micromanage this whole hand here and try and work out exactly what he needs to do. Babbling Book puts a card in his hand. Primordial Glyph puts a card in his hand. Tome puts 3 cards in his hand.
Wow.
Tries to.
Discovery now. Oh, wait. Shatter. Frostbolt Shatter kills Edwin.
Can't cast them both this turn though.
Oh, you're right. No, wait, he's able. Because it's -2. So Frostbolt Shatter is for 0.
Of course.
But he goes for the second Ice Barrier. And now, this is a problem because the Panda is being drawn. The Cold Light Oracle can be played again. 3, 6, 9 cards for Inner. 2 cards will get burned. I think you do it.
I would be okay with this, yeah. The only thing to be aware of now, though, Inner has Molten Reflection for the Arcane Giant.
Well,
Which means he can actually start stacking Arcane Giants relatively soon. Not right now, but with the help of a Frostbolt and maybe the Battleburn Book spell, can really go for it. And we're going to see it as well. Feelink is going to get this fatigue train on the go, or at least the card burn train. Let's see what Inner actually burns off here.
Can also get another Shadow Step. Oops, almost. Molten Reflection is burned.
Okay, he has a cheap one anyway, it's fine.
Yes, that's true. And Feelink actually is not aware of the fact that another Molten Reflection is in the hand.
Yes, Feelink still has a few options. A lot of 1-drops here, but not too far away into the quest yet. Only 2 minions, and that Cold Light is the minion that's the 2 of on the quest. So
yeah, that's true.
That's something you normally want to bounce, but this could be a good strategy for Feelink to try and sneak out a win here against this quest mage.
Arcanologist, actually a useless card right now.
It has all his secrets, right? Oh no, there's 1 ice block.
Oh, you're right. 1 ice block left. Well, still not that bad. He needs an. He needs a Frost Nova right now.
I'm surprised. Must be a way. That's definitely tough.
To be honest, I'm surprised he didn't kill the Edwin last turn.
Oh, not really a card he can play either.
So it looks like
more cards clogging up his hand.
Frostbolt, Edwin, and Ice
block.
Block.
Just to get cards out of your hand at this point, I think.
Yeah. And then you plan to use Flame Strike next turn? Man, this is not looking great for Inner. If another bounce effect will get played and that Colored Oracle, again, will burn some cards, it spells disaster. So that's Ice Block, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he definitely won't play the Molten Reflection, so... Ooh. 3, 6, 7, 8 cards on the menu for Inner. So at least 1 will get burned again. For Feelink, that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. He needs to play something on the board, but it's not a problem. Since he can just play prep. Oh, actually, he can just backstab.
Yeah, you can backstab, prep, mirror entity. All sorts of stuff. He's already seen one Doomsday burn.
Yeah, one Doomsday was burned. Mirror entity does. It's not really, I think, a good choice right now. Because of the second one that still might be in the hand or in the deck. Okay, so he kills his own minion instead of the babbling book just to have it in case for a vanish. Which is actually possible because you can prep vanish.
Oh, he drew the second one. Well, that was nice. He gets the secret. Nice. Oh, hang on. Is he going to overdraw the secret?
Arcane Giant.
Wait, does he get the secret or is he time full?
6.
No, Feelink messed up!
Oh
His hand was full,
God.
He burnt the secret! Oops!
Oh my god!
Oh, wow, there we go. Huge problems when you play the fatigue game. Lesson 1, do not burn your quest. It's like, it's your win condition. What's he do now?
Well, that's a big blunder.
All the teamwork in the world cannot help you. This is what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, the pilot's got to deal with it. And that is a huge blunder, and INER knows this. And this is the time to strike, as there are a deck full of 1, 2, maximum 3 attack minions in there now.
Well, that spells escape.
Concede.
Exactly. I mean, he could have actually played the prep first. Make space. Get the quest.
So we're teaching you lessons here. If you draw cards that prop the quest at the same time, the cards get drawn first, guys. So, you know, think about it. Think about it.
Well, I literally think there's no way Feelink can win anymore.
I wouldn't say no way. It's going to be hard. He needs to start poking away for one.
There's no way of winning.
He just Alex Trousers now, right? How many quests is he on now? 2. And there's 2 quests. Sorry, 2 points into the quest. Vanish is just going to try and chip him down with those boars. We were joking earlier. If you do 1 damage 30 times to face, you kill him. This is very similar to that. There goes Frostnova. That's a shame, actually. Frostnova would have been nice.
Oh, well, now we can just play the Giants. So...
Giant, what? Giant Molten?
Babbling Book, Molten Core Reflection. I mean, you can see what you get first from Babbling Book.
Yeah.
Might be something cool. Glyph. Oh, well, that's actually fantastic against those balls. Keep them in check, mate.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And also, just 1 mana reduce the cost of the Giant down as well.
Yeah, so it's like for 0 mana.
Mm-hmm. So there's actually... You can just create the Giants this turn and Alex Fraz next turn win.
Yes.
They have to vanish, and if they vanish, you just do it again.
Will you burn anything with the mirror image?
Well, you
the second vanish?
go 1, 2,
Well,
3
in this
top.
case, you need to play the Arcane Giant first if you don't want to get them vanished. But it's a high chance that actually is not intuitional because of the fact that you want to get the value lower, right, of the mana cost. But he actually doing it.
Hey, look, this is Team
Well
Russia, okay? These guys are not messing around.
Actually didn't play the mirror image. Okay.
I
So
didn't need it, right?
yeah, they didn't need it, and it plays around Vanish as well, because it's 3, 6, 7, 8 cards, so 1 Giant will get burned if the second Vanish will get played, but it's still okay.
If the second Vanish gets played, that's most of the turn, and then you just play Alex Trouser anyway.
Yep.
Put him to 9. No, put him 7, sorry, and kill him.
Well, Feelink can play mirror image, a mirror entity, sorry. So Vanish, mirror entity, get that 8/8 back.
That's very slow, though.
Well, he has to do it anyway. Like, what else do you want to do?
Many options.
Cry.
You have
Because I burnt my quest.
2 mirror entities. It's kind of unlucky when I think about it in this matchup. But also the fact is it's #unlucky because of the quest. So seems pretty bad.
Okay, pigs get him. Can we Bo vanish?
So a lot of XP, man.
Okay, one giant and one babbling book. Babbling book's gonna help him get towards his quest. He is 3 spells off, and there's currently only 2 spells in hand that will proc the quest. The Silence Portal and the Mirror Image. So there's the Alexstrasza, no surprise to really anyone at this point. And now In is like, look, you just double vanished. Play the Alexstrasza, deal with it. Glacial Shard is going to say ice to meet you and deal with this. He's even going to bounce it to be able to get more value to stop at this 8-8. But there's still so much juice in the tank here for INER. You can actually just get to the point where you just file on Paul's face. It's like, why not?
Yeah, why not? And also, the mirror entity has no value right now because you know that your opponent has a babbling book.
Yep.
Well, this doesn't really guarantee anything for Feelink. Spain has to be feeling low after that match, after that play, sorry, with the quest. All kind of missiles.
You could cast Arcane Missiles.
I mean, greater Arcane Missiles. But both vanishes were played, so it doesn't really matter if you play the mirror image right now.
Yeah, and it's just checking out this game, basically. Just being so safe, clearing off all of the minions as well, dropping the giant down, and now it's just like, okay, look, you can stop 188, can you stop the other? Probably not. And if you can't, even if you can, I'll probably just win 2 turns anyway.
Man, that has to be feeling terrible for Feelink.
Yep. Not something you want to do. It's going to bounce it, stop both 8-8s. So Feelink's just buying time here, but...
Still on the defensive, but it doesn't really do much.
No, we're going to see... is he going to bounce the ice again? Maybe he has to.
So he bounces to freeze the 1-1. Wow.
No, he just doesn't replay it. Saves it for the 8-8 again.
I feel like you need the pressure. Pressure.
that 2-1 pressure, Lothar.
Oh my.
I'm way past turn 10 in the game. I mean, you can just flame strike at this point.
You can just also
doesn't
greater
matter.
Arcane Missiles. But you know the opponent plays a secret, so it might actually be a counter spell. So what do you check out first? Maybe you go for the creature first because it gives you the chance to see Polymorph Potion or Mirror Entity.
Guess we're gonna see. He's gonna go for the Grey Arcane Missiles. I don't know if we're going to just see Violence Portal because he knows it's not counter spell. One spell away from opening the Waygate.
Doesn't really matter.
It doesn't, but you know that'll keep you up to date, Lothar.
Let's go. Shadow Step on Novice Engineer.
He's gonna shout so this is freeze the 8-8s again.
It really doesn't do anything.
And it's just chuckling to himself. Just like,
It really doesn't do anything.
Nice to meet you indeed. Boop. This is just lethal anyway. Babbling Book is a card.
Well,
Frostball also helps.
Frostball.
Yeah, but Violence Portal with Babbling Book and Ping actually is just the game.
Well,
Unless it's Ice Block.
Exactly.
Which is why
so
it is pausing over.
INER is just like, what if it's Ice Block? Does it change anything? I have a second Ice Block in my hand as well, so killing me doesn't really do much. Unless someone is playing Eater of Secrets. But yeah.
Let's go check. Okay. Ooh, that's a good one.
It doesn't have taunt though.
I saw 4-7. It's pretty good stats. Pretty good board.
It's pretty decent.
He's gonna check for Ice Block and be rewarded. INER takes the first game, a very long game there, which I felt should have been a lot shorter one way or the other.
Yeah, to be honest, after a burned quest, I was like, yeah, you're gonna concede that, right?